I, 30F, found out my husband, 32M, hired my friend, 26F, to strip at his bachelor party. 4 years ago I got married to my husband after dating for 6 years, so 10 years total now. My friend, Rebecca, has stripped since she was 21. She stopped last year after getting married and is going to be a som when her baby is born. Since our children were very close, and we're basically neighbors, she lives at the bottom of the road we live on. Last week one of my husband's friends visited at the same time as Rebecca as I had made plans to shop with her. I forgot to cancel and she showed up. After she left, my husband's friend commented that he can't believe we're still friends after the bachelor party. When I asked my husband what his friend meant, he refused to comment, and we got into a huge fight over it when he told me Rebecca had been the stripper at his bachelor party. I texted Rebecca in the moment that I don't want her around anymore, but she hasn't responded in a week. I feel betrayed by the both of them, but I know it was just her job. I miss Rebecca a lot, but I'm so hurt. I don't know what to do. Relevant comments. My biggest concern is the friend's comment. I would want to know what happened. If it was me, I would ask him, her, and his friends. The fact that she hasn't responded also makes me suspect there was more. Another comment. I'm a professional burlesque performer. At one point a fellow dancer asked if I wanted to perform with her at a private holiday party, and when she told me the payout I almost shit myself. I was pretty new at this point and didn't even know I could make this amount of money from performing. But I found out it was for a business owned by a friend of my dad's, and I bailed immediately. There are some lines you just don't cross. Losing a friend is hard no matter what, but this person was not your friend when she crossed that boundary, and she wasn't your friend when she continued to hide it from you. You can miss her and mourn the relationship you thought you had, but this is not a loss. Good luck, OP replied. I texted Rebecca in the moment that I don't want her around anymore, but she hasn't responded in a week. Comment. I mean, you told her you didn't want anything further to do with her. Seems like the most respectful response to that would be silence. If you're going to reach out again, I think you need to get clear on exactly what you want here. An apology? An explanation? Or do you just want to vent how hurt you are? You can't count on getting the reaction you want from her, but if you can't actually see yourself ever trusting her enough again to repair the friendship regardless, then there's no real point. The bigger problem here is with your husband. Did you two talk about the bachelor party in advance? Would you have a problem with this if it hadn't been Rebecca, or if he'd told you? What do you need from him to move forward? OP's reply. He told me there wouldn't be strippers. There were. I'm mostly hurt that it was Rebecca, and I wouldn't have reacted this way had he been truthful and hadn't been Rebecca. Now all I can think is every time he sees her he's attracted to her / saw her in a state of undress. Comment. Even as a dude I find watching strippers really nasty. I don't know, it just feels weird to even do that. I do need to ask, and maybe this is a cultural thing. Was it really your husband that hired her? I mean, usually it's the best man / best man's job to organize the bachelor's party, isn't it? Sounds odd to me either way, and I'd be pissed too. OP's reply. Yes, he hired her and planned the entire thing. Update 1. I confronted them both, separately. They both gave two very different stories. Rebecca says that my husband got drunk, groped her, and when she refused he pushed her and started to yell at her. Apparently my husband and his friends believe I shouldn't be friends with her because she lead them on. My husband says that they didn't sleep together, but Rebecca tried to initiate and performed oral while he was blackout drunk. I'm staying with my parents because I don't know who to believe here, or if I should even believe either of them. All I've done is argue with my husband since the confession. I'm left more confused than ever, and honestly, I just want to say F the both of them. But if my husband's story is true, then he's totally innocent. But what if Rebecca is telling the truth? What if neither of them are? I'm sick of them both. I haven't stopped crying since arriving at my mother's, to be honest, and I don't think I can. Why would he hide this for 4 years? Why would she? If they both believe they're fully innocent / victims here? My husband is a mean drunk, but he's always so soft-spoken, and I don't know if he can do those things Rebecca claimed. But I don't know how he reacts around his friends. But I've known him longer than Rebecca too. But I'm all for believing women. I feel like by agreeing with my husband I'm denying Rebecca's story / side. Relevant comments. But if my husband's story is true, then he's totally innocent. I think hiring a stripper you know personally for your bachelor party makes him far from innocent no matter what events transpired. Plus, who hires their own strippers? That's the best man's job. Another user replies, he sought out this Rebecca specifically knowing she was a close friend of yours. That's a whole different level of intent when looking at bachelor party entertainment options. Coupled with the statement that he's a mean drunk. Why are you even contemplating staying with him? I'd be getting some therapy and divorce attorney so I could move on in a healthy manner. Comment, former stripper here. There's absolutely no way that a dancer would waste their work time sucking someone's flaccid penis while they were blacked out. None. She went to go to work, not commit sexual assault. My feeling says there was a type of sex, but both of them are lying to you about it. I'd drop all of these people. OP, I hope this isn't intrusive and you obviously don't have to answer, but is it okay if I ask what you mean by your husband being a mean drunk and being controlling? I'm just a little concerned given a few things you've mentioned coupled with Rebecca's statement that he assaulted her. OP's reply, he can get a bit degrading, nothing violent, just verbally. Update 2. I realize I don't care anymore. I have done nothing but think about my husband throughout our marriage. My entire life has revolved around him. All my thoughts revolved around him, and I've finally realized. I've been the only one keeping this marriage going. I've been relying on him and forgiving him for such a lot of BS. Because I don't have anyone else. I gave him everything and that's not happening anymore. Maybe finding out about Rebecca just sped things up. Maybe I relied too heavily on my husband. I told him this morning that it's over. He has yet to stop texting me begging for a chance. I texted Rebecca and told her I no longer want her in my life either. Both have confessed to sleeping together and continuing to do so. My husband out of anger to insult me, and maybe Rebecca wanted a last F you. Rebecca's baby is my husband's, so to say F you back I messaged her partner to let him know. I'm devastated, obviously, but now we have to make plans about what's happening with the house/custody, and I can't afford to continue crying about it. Rebecca's partner let me know at 6 p.m. that she has moved. He helped her move all of her stuff into my husband's house. It's all happened so fast and I can't believe I was so oblivious to it. Maybe I wanted to be. Once again, thanks for all the comments and messages, it's really made me open my eyes. It's all happened so fast that I don't have time to process it all. Looks like they wanted me to find out before she gave birth. A nice happy family now. Relevant comments. I find it extremely disturbing how both of them used sexual assault to hide their mistakes. It tells you a lot about who they are as a person. I say better late than never, and do thank your ex's friends who kinda helped you unknowingly. I personally think it was eating him from inside and he nudged you in that direction so that he will still be a friend and not feel guilty of hiding this from you. Congratulations on taking the step. Comment. No girl, you fight. If your name is on the deed, make him sell that B. And you get your half of that money. Get a lawyer. Heck, talk to all the good ones, so he has to find some cheap one. If you need to talk, surviving infidelity helps, trust me. With all that, he doesn't have a leg to stand on, and in the divorce having it written that he will pay for the divorce and your lawyer.